How's it going, guys? I'm Oz and welcome to a very special episode of Oz Vlogs. Today we're going to be talking about what games I'm going to be playing in the near future because so many of you keep asking me and it's really hard to keep commenting because lately the comment section has been a lot busier than what it normally is, so I'm falling behind on that, but just know that I will comment back to you. Firstly, however, if you haven't already, please add me on Facebook or Twitter if you can't be bothered watching through this. I normally keep up to date with, you know, letting you guys know with what's going to be uploaded or why things are being delayed, and all of you keep going, oh Oz, you haven't played Uncharted for a while, what's happening? If you follow me on my social networks, guys, please, I'm begging you, you know, you'll know more then. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Oh, and thank you also for the amazing support on our montage. It's been awesome. It's got nearly 250 likes. It's crazy, crazy sauce, so thank you so much. So without further ado, let's get started. So, I've got it listed into categories, so yet to be completed. Heaps of people ask me about Mass Effect. Now, I will get to Mass Effect. It is definitely, I don't want to be a YouTube channel that, you know, starts a playthrough and doesn't finish. That won't happen here. It's always going to be on the list and it won't get crossed off, obviously, until such time as, you know, it gets finished. Mass Effect, I loved it, but I also didn't feel it. I found it really overwhelming because there's just so much shit that just gets flying off onto you and you've got no context, and it's going to be a very long playthrough, but I understand it's something that you guys want. I'm going to get back to it in the next... I'm not gonna give a date because you guys would just get annoyed. I'll get back to you on that one. Cry Fear I want to finish in the next few weeks. The main issue that I'm having at the moment is I've got a new job. So what's happening is that 1 week I work Monday to Friday, and then the next week I work Tuesday to Saturday. So it alternates each week. Problem with that is that basically I have weekends again, but unfortunately everyone's here on a weekend, so I can't record. I can't record if Matthew's just sitting there because he would be really annoyed me going, you know. Basically, I can only really record on the Monday when I have my day off, and yeah, it's gonna make things really hard. Uploads are going to start getting slower. I've done a whole lot of recording this week because I've had the last 5 days off. I'm really tired, as you could probably well tell, and some people have actually mentioned that in the comment section, so you guys have got good eyes. I am tired. I'm really tired. But yeah, anyway, so I want to finish Cry Fear. So hopefully that'll happen in the next month. I'm going to say month, just because I can't record like I used to, because I used to have Wednesday, Thursday off, you see, on my old jobs, and nobody was here, so I was able to have 2 full days of, you know, recording. I might only have 1 day of recording every couple of weeks. So this is the problem when you try to do YouTubing as, like, you know, a full-time thing, a full-time hobby, as well as having a full-time job. You know, we'll talk about that in a minute though. Fable, I want to finish Fable. I'm gonna start playing that while things are rendering and leveling up and stuff, because I got to the guy at the end, Jack of Blades or whatever he's called, and I'm only doing like 3 damage to him each time, and I just kept dying because he just slaughtered me. The only way that I can attack him was with magic. For some reason, whenever I try to attack him with melee or ranged, he just deflects it all the time, and it's annoying. It's really annoying because I'm not a magic-paced person. Any game that I play, I don't really go on magic all that much, even with Skyrim. Like, I tried to with my Skyrim playthrough, which is the next thing, because I'd already played Skyrim before and I was melee and ranged, so yeah. Anyway, so then I will finish Fable and I'll start playing that again while I'm waiting for stuff to render, because it takes about 2 hours for each clip to render these days, 2 to 3 hours. Skyrim's the next one. Skyrim I've been actually playing a lot. I'm up to level 43, 44, something like that, because I've been playing that while things are rendering, so I should be able to finish that. I theoretically should be able to finish it in the next couple of weeks. I could go in there and just, you know, smash it all out, and I should, so then I can get that done and crossed off my list, because I hate seeing it there all the time. I want that to end. Alice Madness returns. Now, I've noticed that there's been a few people that have been asking me to, please Oz, can you return to it? I didn't want to stop playing Alice Madness. I loved Alice Madness. I think it's a really awesome game. Just people, basically guys, you know, the whole liking, commenting thing is really important to me. I know that a lot of YouTubers, I've noticed a lot of YouTubers actually, like I go to the home page and they really milk it in a way. It's just like, biggest jump scare ever, or, you know, stuff like this, or if I get this to 10,000 likes, then I'll upload the next episode. I'll never do shit like that. I always say, you know, like, favorite, subscribe at the end, but I think that's milking YouTube, and I think that's wrong. I think it's really wrong when I see people writing, you know, 100,000 likes and I'll upload the next montage or whatever. I think that's disgusting, but it doesn't matter because that won't happen here. So, yeah. However, in saying that, you know, I do take into consideration the likes, and if I don't see anything, because it all goes into engagement, and if people aren't saying, you know, oh, awesome episode, Oz, you know, can you please upload more, I'm just gonna let it fade away and return to it some other time. So, yeah. Carterwash Shoujo, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's pretty terrible. I haven't started uploading it yet because I'm actually having serious rendering problems with it. A guy tried to, I can't remember your name, mate, sorry, he sent me a link on my Facebook page to a site that would help me fix it, but I don't understand the language of it. Like, I do a lot of editing and stuff like that, but it doesn't mean that I know the mechanics and all that sort of thing behind the scenes and shit. What basically happens with it is that when I try to sync it up, by the time it gets to the end of, you know, the clip, it doesn't match up anymore. It's the same problem that I had with Heavy Rain for some of you older subscribers. You know, at the beginning, it's all lined up perfectly, but as it draws out, it's just, nah, it's fucked. And so at the moment, I've stopped editing on that one because I'm focusing on other stuff. So if anybody can help me out, I use Sony Vegas 12 Pro. It just doesn't seem to want to work. I don't know why. It's really frustrating. As you guys know that I'm playing the Uncharted series. I will be playing all 3 series if you haven't seen my latest clip yet, which I don't think I've uploaded yet. Anyway, so I will be playing all 3, or right after each other. So once I've done 1, I'll do number 2, which everyone keeps talking about, and then I'll do number 3. All in prep for number 4, which I think is not going to be released until next year. So I'm glad I really started this now because, like I said, things are getting really hard to... Well, times are going to get really tough to try and find time to record stuff. It's, yeah. Exciting news. I've actually just started playing Bioshock number 1 because a lot of you people want me to play the DLC, Bioshock Burial at Sea, and I wanted to play it as well, but someone told me that it's not really a good idea to play the DLC if I haven't played Bioshock 1, I think. I only have to play number 1 or Bioshock 2. I'm going to play both of them because heaps of people ask me to play them anyway, and it's games like this and Mass Effect that will just knock it out of the ballpark for us, I think. Heaps of people, they're classic games from what I understand, and heaps of people keep looking them up. I know that we've gained a lot of people from just Uncharted number 1. I can't believe that no matter how old this game is, people are still finding channels of people, you know, that played this game. So I think it's really important that we upload it on our channel, and that'll get us out there a little bit more. So I've started playing that, and I hope to finish that in the next few weeks. So I'll finish both of them right after each other. I'm going to do the Mad Father all endings thing for you guys, just when I get to it. Just know that I will do it. That's really an extra thing. It's not really all that important in perspective, because I'm going to have to replay through a lot of it again to get all the gems and stuff like that, to get the true endings and things like this. So it's another, what, about 2 or 3 hours out of my time. I could use that time really to record another 6 episodes of Uncharted. So it's about time managing at the moment and prioritizing, and unfortunately, like I said, when you have a full-time job and you don't do this for a living, you know, I don't have that luxury like other people on YouTube, so I'm really sorry, but unfortunately that's the way it is. The most exciting series that I've started is actually, well, Uncharted's pretty darn good, but I've fallen in love with Valiant Hearts, and I've already finished that, so I've just got to edit it all and upload it, and I'm making good headway with that. So I've already read into the first 3 episodes and they're ready. If you haven't already, please check it out. It's an absolutely fantastic series. maybe I just need to wait a few more days, because I expected it to get a good 1,000 views, you know, because you sort of get a rough idea of how many views each episode is going to get. I know that people only watch my channel basically for The Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us, and now that that's nearly gone, well, we still got The Walking Dead, you know. Yeah, guys, look into something different. I play a lot of games, and I think Valiant Hearts, oh, there's really something special about that game, and I love it. I think I nearly like it more than The Wolf Among Us and The Walking Dead. It's just, they're all very different games, and like, even my desktop at the moment, hang on. You ready? Even my desktop at the moment is Valiant Hearts. That's how much I love it. I think if you haven't already, please give it a chance, and, you know, watch at least 3 or 4 episodes, because if you don't like the first episode, fine, but you need to give it a chance, because it really is such an amazing game. Going on from there, what I'm going to be starting soon, oh, the other one I've started, The Cat Lady. I had a number of people asking me to play The Cat Lady, and I did 2 episodes worth, so I played an hour's worth. That game, I've really blocked it out of my head. And if you've seen my season 1 of The Walking Dead, which most of you have, you know, you go into forums and stuff and, oh, she's overreacting. Well, I don't want people to experience what I've experienced with a friend committing suicide. And The Cat Lady, it kind of screwed me over a little bit. So it's gonna be something that I won't upload until I've finished it all, because I think it's gonna take me some time. I'm gonna have to only do a couple episodes at a time, and it will be a series that I'll be putting for mature audiences only. So unless you have an account that's 18 years and over, you won't be watching it, because I don't care about, you know, making money off it or whatever like that. I don't think it is appropriate for people under the age of 18. I really don't. It's something that I think only more mature adults can, you know, deal with, and I think that the younger generation, no offense guys, you are very impressionable people. I just remember me as a kid, and I don't think that this is a good idea for you to watch it. If you end up making yourself a fake account and watching it, then that's your problem, but I'm going to hopefully protect you from it, because it is very dark, and I think only those with a sound mind will be able to get through it. I think if you have suicidal tendencies, basically, yeah, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to know if you do, because, yeah, I've got enough on my plate to worry about. I'm sorry, I don't want to sound, you know, that I don't care, because I do care, and I think you need help, but that's another rant for another time. I will do a rant on that. Starting soon, moving on. I'm going to do Misao. It's a very similar style to Mad Father, The Witch's House, Ib. You guys seem to like those games. If you guys know any other games that are like that, I'd really appreciate you, you know, messaging in the comment section. I'm sure you guys are going to be doing this anyway, because of all the other games that I'm playing at the moment. You'll be like, play this, or play that, play this, play that. Anyway, so, Corpse Party. Heaps of people have been asking me to play Corpse Party. I cannot for the life of me find out where I can get it. So if you guys can give me a download or a link or something, please, something, like, actually, and how to download this thing, because I just cannot for the life of me find out where. It doesn't work. Like, one download asked me to insert a disc and burn it to the disc, and frankly that's not helpful to me at all. So please help me there, because I don't have the time to search for it, basically. I just don't have the time, believe it or not. Next one is Shadow of the Colossus. I've got that. I will be playing that. It's hard to tell, really. I won't be playing it until after I finish all 3 Uncharted. Let's put it that way, because it's a PS3 game. I need to find more money, because I need a new hard drive. I've been using Fraps, obviously, for my recording of Uncharted. Any PS3 game or PS4 game will need to have fraps to record it because of this HDMI protection. I can't use my capture card. The scumbags. God, I can't stand it. So, for example, where is it? If I find a half an hour clip. A half an hour clip is 167 gig. Now, I have 9 terabytes of hardware on my computer, and I've used 8 of it so far. Because I don't like to delete raw footage until such time as I've uploaded all of the series, just in case I need to re-upload. I can have the original file and I can edit it. You can't do that obviously if you don't have the original file. However, with Uncharted, unfortunately, as I've been rendering them, I've been having to delete them because I've just got no room and I don't have $300 to buy myself a new hard drive. So that's another thing. So Shadow of the Colossus will be after that because there's no way that I can have 2 PS3 games going at once. The amount of hard drive that it will take up, just, it's not, nah. I will be starting Dread Out and Whistleblower. I do have both of those games. Again, if you follow me on Facebook and Twitter, you would have seen that I purchased the other day. When I'll get to them, I don't know. I've been wanting to do it the last few weeks, there's just other things have gotten in front, and my heart rate monitor didn't work one day, so I couldn't do that, because I feel like I really should use it, because a classic example was Among the Sleep, when I got out of the cupboard and our mother was just there. Even though I wasn't like absolutely screaming my head off, I was more like, my heart rate went up to something like 130. That's huge. That's huge. It jumped up a fair bit. So, you know, I want to use it for that moment, so then you guys know what I'm going through, that even though I'm not screaming like I used to, because I'm trying to control myself a bit more now, you can see how fast my heart rate's going and how the adrenaline's going. So that'll happen hopefully in the next few weeks. Tomb Raider. Heaps of people have been asking for Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider will be happening after I finish Uncharted. That's going to be the next adventure game that I'll be playing, so that will happen. And then there's one called Ico, which is also on, where is it? Hang on. Bear with me, guys. Okay. I got it as a double deal with Shadow of the Colossus. It's that one with the windmill thing. I don't know what it'll be like. I don't know what it's about, but I thought, well, considering I've already got the game, I might as well play it. The games that I'm unsure on yet, I know that heaps of people have asked for them. One of them definitely is LA Noire. I really want to play that. I think that because a lot of people have noticed that I like the small things. I pick up on a lot of things, and I've got into trouble a couple of times before with it, in, like, for example, the Walking Dead game. I never even realised, but there was that part with Molly, and I guess that she was asking for insulin for her daughter, and everyone was like, there's people on the Telltale Games forums like, oh, she must have watched some other playthrough of this, how could she possibly have known? And, you know, I wasn't very good about explaining myself back then, but I think it was just because of the fact that, you know, my mum was recently diagnosed with diabetes back then, and diabetes, there's no other condition that I can think of that's really obvious anyway. They could have made it some sort of, you know, horrible disease or something, but diabetes is always something, that or asthma in apocalyptic movies and games and stuff like that. But diabetes is something that, you know, you need to keep going back and getting medication for, so I just assumed that it was insulin. So, it was a good guess, but a lot of people got really skeptical over it, so, yeah. Yeah, I don't care. So, people think that I should play LA Noire because I can pick up on things really, really quickly. So, I think it's something that really appeals to me a lot. So, I reckon I'll start that, but not for a while yet, because as you know, I've got so much on my plate so far. Transistor looks beautiful. I actually saw a review of it on Good Game, and apparently there's a really good storyline. You guys know how much I like a good storyline. So, I'd like to play that eventually. Dead Space 3. So many people ask me for Dead Space 3. I didn't... It's not that I don't want to play Dead Space 3. I really do want to, because I really enjoyed number 1 and 2. Now, I crapped myself so much in Dead Space 1, And then by the end of it, I got used to it. So when I got to Dead Space 2, I was just like, oh, yeah. I was an absolute freaking machine in that game. I was just like, you know, you guys ain't gonna get me. I was pretty much a badass. I was a badass in that one. I loved it. So I think I got disappointed at how used to it and immune I got to it. So I want to leave Dead Space like 3 for a while, so then I can like get scared again, but I don't think I'm going to. So I'm thinking of starting it after I finish BioShock 1 and 2. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. Okay, so other games I've got is BioShock Burial at Sea. Obviously I've finished that once I've done BioShock 1 and 2. Thomas Was Alone. Not many people asked for it, but it was a game that was gifted to me like right at the very beginning of me starting my channel. So I feel really bad about not starting it yet, because obviously it was given to me, and it has got a good storyline apparently. So yeah, another game that I got right at the beginning of my YouTube channel, because it was only like $5, was Doom 3. No one's asked for it, but I really want to play it. So what do you guys think of it? Would you be happy to watch me play it? I need to get a lot of, you know, thumbs up, well not thumbs up, but comments saying Doom 3. Fear 1 and 2. There is Fear 3, but people don't seem to be as interested in Fear 3, but I might do Fear 1 and 2 one day. Penumbra, Nightmare House 1 and 2, Hitman Absolution. Don't know about that yet. Oz isn't very good at stealth. We know that from Uncharted. And South Park, The Stick of Truth. Now, that's definitely a game that I want to try and play, because I can't stand South Park in a lot of ways. I find it so... it's all cringeworthy. That's the word I'm looking for. It's just cringeworthy. So, I think that'll be a perfect game for me, because I can't handle cringeworthy stuff. I just can't handle that sort of thing. Yeah. Other games that are really like off the ballpark, but people want me to play, The Huntsman. I did say Nightmare House, didn't I? Yep. I'm going on another list now. Broken Sword 5, Witcher 2, I'll get to that in a minute, Consortium, Child of Light, Indigo Prophecy, Fahrenheit, and Broken Age, The Crooked Man, Flower, which is also a game from the people that made Journey, The Bridge, and One Late Night, and Papers, Please. If there's any other games that you want me to play, please add it to the list. Now, heaps of people want me to play Witcher 2. I'm going to be honest with you guys, it'll only be a game that I play if this ever became a full-time thing for me. If I could actually make enough money and, you know, upload fully on YouTube. Like, if I could give up my job and do YouTube. So, because it's a really, really, really long game, from what I understand. And I made that mistake with Cartoon Shoujo. That game's going to be at least 30-40 episodes long, I think. And I was told it was only going to be 6 hours, but I've soon realised since then on howlongtobeat.com. So, yes. Oh, and I'll be playing Slender the Arrival as well eventually. Apparently they're going to bring out some other stuff, so I might wait until then. I don't know yet. So hopefully that clears up a number of things with you guys on sort of where we are at the moment. I hope you can understand my situation at the moment. To put it into perspective, if any of you are realizing, you know, wanting me to get to a point of doing this full time, you're gonna laugh at this. Looking at my stats, we average about, what's this, 4,000 views a day. Sometimes we get spikes, and that happens because certain games get uploaded, like The Wolf Among Us or The Walking Dead. I found that a lot of my subscribers are really only here to watch that and see my reactions for that, and that's great and everything, but a lot of people don't like watching the stuff in between it, so that doesn't help us on those off times. Like at the moment I'm going to get heaps of views on my channel because of the fact that and my montage, and hopefully The Walking Dead is going to come out soon, so yeah. Basically, if we wanted to do this for a living, it would have to, I'd have to get at least 160,000 views a day. At least that a day. So, when we're only reaching 4,000, you know, and that's on a good day. That's on a good day. It sort of puts into perspective of how far away we are. So things are going to be really, really slow on the channel now because of the fact that there's going to be a lot of uploads soon. I'm trying to upload 2 a day. I can only upload 2 a day if there's no one here during the day. So I upload 1 of a night when we're all sleeping. And then if there's no one here at home, because obviously the internet gets consumed from me uploading, if there's no one here during home, then I can upload a second one. So, but yes, where was I going with this? Yeah, so we're a long way off me ever doing this as a full-time thing, and that's fine because this has only ever been a hobby for me. Obviously, it would be far less stressful in my life if we could get to there, but I'm not banking on it. Did you see what I did there? I'm not banking on it. So yeah, that's another thing. Okay guys, like, favorite, and subscribe. I really hope you enjoy this. Please, I'm begging you, for the love of God, add me on Facebook and Twitter. Please, so then you can keep up to date with everything that's going on. And yeah, if I haven't suggested anything already, please put it in the comments section. If the games, like for example Alice Madness Returns, if you really want me to go back to it, please comment that many times that you want this to return. And yeah, I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you so much guys. Bye.